Welcome everybody to How Fast Will It Go, and today we're dealing with the 1959 Plymouth Atomic Punk Bubbletop. Now it's 1,351 horsepower, 1,007 pounds-feet of torque from a 7.5 litre supercharged V8 engine, and the car itself weighs 2,288 pounds. Now has all-wheel drive, and it can do 0 to 60 in 1.837 seconds and 0 to 103.889 seconds. So yeah, this isn't the first one-off retro kind of looking vehicle that we've had on this series. Obviously had the likes of the Hot Wheels Twin Mill and the Ford Custom Double Down. This though, it's probably going to be a little bit less controllable than both of those cars, and yeah, doesn't have anywhere near the same kind of power. So yeah, not highly anticipating a fast speed from this car, but it should hopefully be decently quick since it still has a lot of power and not much in the way of weight. So yeah, let's get out there and see what it can do. So yeah, I gave it that all-wheel drive system purely to help it deal with that extra power, though obviously there's going to be the negative side of having maybe some understeer, so that's something we're going to have to look out for. There's 220. To let off then, because we are having some understeer issues. There's 230, 240, 250, 253 before we had to brake there. So yeah, there is some understeer issues, as to be expected when you're dealing with a car that has far more power than it had originally, more than twice what it had originally, and also an all-wheel drive system that it never had. 253 is still solid, though far off the likes of the Hot Wheels Twin Mill and that Custom Double Down from the previous episode. Oh dear, Audi TT getting in the way there. Right, so 253 is what we got on this side of the motorway. So let's see what we can get on the other side. As soon as we get round this roundabout, so we get a nice run up. As you can see, there is a lot of understeer. Those wheels are not really turning all that well. It's kind of been to be expected, to be honest, because obviously this isn't meant to be a car that's driven practically or particularly all that quickly. It's a show car in essence. But let's see what a car that's not meant to go all that quick or be driven all that hard can do. I don't want to be hitting any cars, because we were building up a decent rate of speed there. Yeah, nearly got to 250 there. But we're obviously going to have to brake a lot earlier than we did, because yeah, we are again suffering from understeer a fair old bit. Come on, I'd like to improve at least a little bit on our previous speed. Not looking likely though. Does have a decent rate of acceleration once we're above a high rate of speed, but just not quite as much as the previous two cars that I've mentioned. So yeah, 253 is all we're going to get out of that, but that is still fairly decent from a car that only had around 500 horsepower originally, and certainly wasn't meant to be going either that kind of speed or dealing with that kind of power, as well as an all-wheel drive system. So yeah, 253 mile an hour puts us slightly quicker than the Nissan Fairlady Z version S twin turbo and the Ford Mustang RTR, but we're some way behind the Jaguar C-Type, the Aston Martin DB10 and the Ford GT40 Mark 1, and yeah, we're a massive 18 mile an hour slower than the Hot Wheels Twin Mill, and 19 mile an hour slower than the Custom Double Down from the previous episode, and way off the likes of the McLaren F1, which still sits at the top of the leaderboard. So yeah, can't really say there was all that much in the way of positives with this vehicle, outside of the fact that above 220 or 230 it was having a decent rate of acceleration, but outside of that the understeer was really rather awful, and yeah, didn't have much in the way of handling in general either. So yeah, not brilliant in terms of handling, but a decent rate of speed, and yeah, a decent rate of acceleration above 200 mile an hour. But outside of that, yeah, pretty poor and easily one of the worst handling vehicles I've had on this series. But nonetheless, decently quick. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.